Hello, you guys, and welcome. Welcome to the Good News Sunday Show. My name is Sonia McCullough Lockridge, and I am your host. And today we are bringing you yet another lesson of cultivating a meek and gentle heart with the one and only Jesus. And we are doing that by the means of this book, Gentle and Lowly by Dane Orthron, and the Gentle and Lowly Study Guide by Dane as well. That is what we are doing, and we are on lesson number 8. We're on lesson number 8. We've been working on this particular subject matter since August. And today has us on lesson number 8. But we need to look at our question and our quote from lesson number 7 before we can move on to lesson number 8. Now, our question for lesson 7 was, in what way does Lamentations 3:32 through 33 affirm the divine sovereignty of God's supreme control of everything that washes into our lives? That's our question. And our quote was, when we see Christ unveil his deepest heart as gentle and lowly, he is continuing on the natural trajectory of what God had already been revealing about himself throughout the Old Testament. And our verse of the week was Lamentations 3:33. So, for lesson 8, our question is, in light of Isaiah 55:6-9, what is the specific meaning of the Bible that says God's ways are not our ways? What is the specific meaning of the Bible that says God's ways are not our ways? And since this question references Isaiah 55:6-9, of course we're going to have to look at Isaiah 55:6-9. Isaiah 55:6-9. Isaiah 55:6-9. And it reads as follows: Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways. Sorry about the traffic, the noise. I'm on my sister's balcony. So let me just start over. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways, and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and he will have mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. That is what Isaiah 55:6-9 reads. Oh no, I stopped short. I stopped at verse 7. So we have 2 more verses. And then the text goes on to say, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. That's what the text says, you guys. So our question is, in light of Isaiah 55:6-9, what is the specific meaning of the Bible that says God's ways are not our ways? So we're going to have to reference Isaiah 55:6-9 in order to answer that question. And we'll have to answer it in an essay type fashion. And just know that Dane has 10 lessons in this study guide. And the 10 lessons have approximately 10 questions, essay type questions. So if you went through this study guide, you would have 100 essays in regards to God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit and their hearts, which would impact and pierce your very own heart as it has mine. As it has mine. That is the beauty. That is the beauty of this particular study guide and book. It is amazing. If you don't have it, I would hope and pray that you would get your hands on it. This would be a great thing to do. This would be a great thing to do for yourself through the winter months, to set up yourself a journal. And they do have a gentle and lowly journal. Crossway has produced that. And to walk yourself through each one of these questions and know that your heart will be impacted and pierced. Just know that. Just reading over some of these questions just make you go, I never thought about it like that. So get yourself one of these and get yourself this book and plan on, if you haven't already, plan on spending some time, possibly maybe after Christmas, between the first of the year. If you had 100 days, you could go through this and your heart would be impacted greatly. So that's my plug for today. The quote for today from Dane is, "The bent of God's heart is mercy. His glory is goodness." The bent of God's heart is mercy. His glory is goodness. Period. Now, our verse of the week is Psalms 138, 5 through 6. Psalms 138, 5 through 6. And I have my Bible here, and we're just going to read that out of the NIV, Psalms 138, 5 through 6. 138, 5 through 6. And of course, this is the Psalm of David, which we talked about David's heart this past summer. And verses 5 through 6 read as follows. "May they sing of the ways of the Lord, for the glory of the Lord is great. Though the Lord is exalted, he looks kindly on the lowly. Though lofty, he sees them from afar." Though the Lord is exalted, he looks kindly on the lowly. Though he is lofty, he sees them from afar. That is our verse of the week for the study of cultivating a meek and gentle heart with the one and only Jesus. That's all I have for you today. This book of Dane's delves deeply into the Greek keywords, and we are addressing them on keywordbiblestudy.com. We are hopefully and prayerfully looking at each and every keyword that Dane is using within this book. And we're looking at the transliteration of them, and you can find that at keywordbiblestudies.com. Now Dane does he does point them out in his book as well, and he does go over the meaning of the words as well in this book. But some of the words we could very easily delve deeper into, and that's what we're doing on keywordbiblestudies.com in regard to this study. So like I said, that's all I have for us today for lesson 8. And thank you so much for joining us in this study. And I pray that you would have a blessed day in the Lord. This is Sonia McCullough-Lockridge signing out for the Good News Sunday Show, Keyword Bible Studies, the Daily Keyword, the Gap Prayer Band, and the one and only Jesus.com, and SeamlessSouthernStyle.com as well. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day in the Lord.